There are several ways to make a final expense sales presentation. No matter what type of presentation that you make or how you make it, there are a few things that we all want to accomplish so that it's easier for the prospect to simply go with the flow and purchase the insurance. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 tools that I use during each of my presentations and why I use them. Coming up after this. First off, I'm going to ask that you push that like button, as this is a great way to let us know that you're actually interested in our training videos. If you're new to our channel, feel free to subscribe, as we are putting out a lot of true training content on a regular basis. Now, to be notified each time we put out a video, smash on that little bell looking thing that's right next to the subscribe button. Here's a side note. If you're brand new to final expense sales, write this down. Basic training. Now, once you've watched this video, you can go back to our playlist and find the one called Basic Training, click on it and let it play. That playlist covers just about everything you need to learn so you can sell final expense successfully. During my presentation, there are 3 things that I absolutely want to accomplish. The first thing is the need. It's important to establish a need and create interest for this type of insurance right off the bat. This is when I go over the 3 reasons that the prospect would speak with me about final expense life insurance. Now, once we've established a need and we've spoken about the beneficiary and what they will have to deal with once the prospect has been deceased, I start to build rapport with a personal commercial. If you're not sure what that is, check out our video called Final Expense Sales Presentation, How to Use a Personal Commercial to Build Rapport. I use the personal commercial not only to build rapport, but to also help separate myself from all the other insurance agents that the prospect has already met with or may actually end up meeting with. Once this has been accomplished, I explain the difference between whole life insurance and what term life insurance is. This is when I pull out the first tool, the guarantees of whole life insurance. Our agents keep a laminated copy of this in their sales book, ready to pull out at any time. I simply show this to the prospect and read it out to them line by line. So just to be clear, the 3 things that we want to accomplish in every presentation are: first, establish the need and creating interest in the insurance. I want the prospect to acknowledge that there is a need. The second thing we need to do is separate ourselves from all the other insurance agents. You must get the prospect to feel you and realize that you're not just another insurance agent there to sell them something. The third thing that we want to do is show that what we have is totally different from the stuff that they're seeing on TV and getting in the mail, and make sure that they understand the benefits of whole life insurance. Tell you what I'm going to do. If you guys can stick around until the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to get a copy of the guarantees of whole life insurance for yourself. And I'll even throw in this super important document, the policy summary. This is where I write down the monthly premium and the draft date for the client. Now, what I do is I read it out loud to them to remind them that the price will never go up and the death benefit will never go down. I also show them that the policy builds cash value, and I explain what that is, and it won't just expire one day. Therefore, they're insured until the day they die. The next thing that I do in my presentation is ask the medical questions. As an independent agent, it's important for you to have several competitive carriers in your bag. And it's important that they cover a lot of different unique health niches. This is when I pull out my medical questionnaire and find out what kind of health issues that they have and what medication they're taking. Once this is done, it's time to figure out what product you're going to go with. Personally, I like to lead with Security National Life, as they only do a prescription check for their underwriting, no MIB. And they also have an e-application that will actually let the client know if they've been approved before you leave their house. The simplicity of this product makes it easy to lead with, and is why I've been their #1 agent 3 years in a row. If you're interested in their top contract, stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to show you how to get that. Okay, so while you're going through your sales book, trying to figure out what product to price out for your prospect, you're going to want to keep them busy so they don't get up and start wandering around the house or go outside or leave. This is when I tell them to go grab their reading glasses and I hand them a laminated copy of I Am Your Policy with the 8 reasons concerned seniors purchase final expense plans on the back side. This is another important tool for you to keep in your sales book so you can whip it out every presentation. Now, at the beginning of this video, I mentioned that there are 3 things that I absolutely want to accomplish in every sales presentation. The first thing is to find the need and interest for the insurance. The second is to build rapport by separating myself from all the other insurance agents. And the third thing I want to do is make sure that they understand that this is different than the stuff they're seeing on TV and the crap they're getting in the mail. Trust me, guys, there's more than just 3 things that we want to do. We absolutely must find an amount of insurance that they can afford and then be able to close the sale. If you don't close the sale correctly or know how to actually close a sale, you're gonna just blow a lot of easy laydown sales. Here's a few more tips I want to share with you while you're showing the prices and the options. First, when you price out the options for your clients, don't show them 3 prices. Show them 5 options in total. Second, make sure the bottom or cheapest option is no less than $55 or $50-something a month, or even higher. A big mistake that most new agents make is to show a bottom option that costs around $20 or $30 a month. You see, most of our prospects will naturally go down to the cheapest option, even if they can afford a lot more. One last thing about pricing before we move on. Always, always, always be prepared for the client to give you an objection. You see, in most of your sales, you will have to overcome some type of objection. This is where the sales training at United Final Expense Services comes in totally handy. Once you overcome the objection, be prepared to drop the price and re-close the sale. Once we close the sale and get the prospect approved, fill out the application, etc., etc., I like to leave my new client with that policy summary. My policy summary has my name and phone number on it, and it mentions a few important details about whole life insurance that I mentioned before, along with a little warning notice about other agents that may lie to them and try to convince them that they can do something better, or maybe would even say that what I sold them is not what they think it is. What I do is write in the monthly premium and the draft date. I read it out loud and show them line by line what is on that sheet. At the bottom, there are 3 promises that I think they really appreciate hearing you say out loud. Most important, you want to make sure and always keep those 3 promises to every one of your clients. 1, always be there to answer any questions that they may have. 2, always put their best interest first. And 3, always, always, always tell the truth no matter what. If you're interested in finding out about our final expense sales program, which includes some of the highest commission levels in the entire industry, along with access to our online sales training platform, and don't forget, we do have a lot of different lead programs, some of the most affordable leads in the industry. Shoot me an email at doug@ufesonline.com. One last thing, guys. If you work extremely hard at this business and put in the long hours it takes to be successful, you can have a lucrative living at Final Expense Sales. If you want to do even better, always put your client first. Remember, if you simply lead every single presentation knowing that you are truly there to do something good for your prospect and their family, success will surely follow. If you're interested in that Security National Life contract, or for a copy of the policy summary and guarantees of whole life insurance, just email me a request at that very same email address, doug@ufesonline.com. Now go out and do something good for your prospects today. Happy hunting.